Hey, welcome to a new series of podcasts. Alan R. MotorMatters and
Lawrence Smith from Ride and Drive, yeah.
otherwise known as Laurie.
Yeah.
Laurie, we just been to China, pal.
Yeah, what
Hey,
a
my
trip,
China.
eh? What a trip, my China. Excuse the
Totally.
pun.
Yeah, no.
Pun intended.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Now, you told me the other day your highlight was the visit to the factory.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, I mean, 200,000 vehicles a year out of that one factory. And did you hear the plan is to double it to 400,000?
Yeah, it's phenomenal. And
Now-
I mean, with Jetour being part of Cherry,
Yeah.
I mean, that group, it's a behemoth, eh? I mean, it's on another
I
level.
always look at it something differently. 400,000 vehicles a year out of one factory. We sell 500,000 new cars a year in South Africa.
Exactly. It's
Just
crazy,
to give
it's
you the
crazy.
scale. You know what I mean? And like our
And that's
biggest-
just one of their little factories.
that's just one factory that's only going to build the T1 and T2.
Yeah, yeah,
Now, let's see, as I mentioned, T1 and T2.
yeah. That was the second highlight.
Ah, come on.
You know, driving the cars.
I mean, I wish we'd had more time
Yeah,
driving them, but let's not go there now.
Now, we had to arm wrestle, the Middle Eastern guys, but they were really in the market. They probably sold thousands of cars.
They have that. No, I mean, they've sold. Apparently, UAE is like the biggest customer, second to China,
it's huge.
for the T1 and T2. In fact, I'm sure just T2 really. But
So what does the T1 and T2 look
I
like?
was exactly going to go there. It harks back to the days where there were a lot of copycat designs. Sorry, I'm going to say it to her. But you look at the T2 with a couple of accessories. Hello, Land Rover Defender.
Exactly. Yeah,
But
for sure.
listen, beyond that, I mean, these cars, and I think we will get the fully spec versions. And in typical, I hate using the word all the time, typical Chinese fashion, spec coming out of the.
At the yin yang, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's
another
just.
pun.
Yeah.
But just looking at the T1, we drove that on a little sort of a gymkhana track.
Yeah.
And then the T2 we went on to a 4x4
Bit of a
track,
4x4 off-road, yeah. Now look, the T1, and I think we were driving the 1.5 turbo versions, and I tell you, for a tallish, big-bodied SUV,
Yeah.
it handled the slalom pretty well, eh? I was quite impressed. I mean,
So while you're on that subject of the
Yeah.
1.5, so
Yeah.
what is the whole thing? I mean, we've got like a sort of something resonating through all of the
brands, yeah.
And what is that? It's a 1.5 engine.
Okay, it's a tax bracket,
Yeah.
where anything over 1.5 gets higher, much higher tax levels,
yeah.
blah, 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 prices it out.
So for anybody out there that's
Yeah.
wondering about that, that's why there's so many Chinese cars with 1.5.
Yeah, because I mean, I've been asked a number of times, are they all using the same engine?
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
not.
no. They've each got their own, but they've stuck to that 1495 cc or whatever it is. But listen, they're getting 130 kilowatts out of a 1.5. What more do you want
Yeah, exactly.
for a family SUV?
Yeah.
But now going back to T1, T2, and the T2's bigger brother, same platform, same basic look,
T5.
but the T2 is bigger than the T1.
Yes.
And the T2, as we proved, very off-road capable.
Yeah.
But now you just mentioned their secret,
T5. Yeah.
T5.
Yeah, we went into the tent, if you want to call it that, to have a look at the T5. We weren't allowed to take our cameras in.
Not
No
even a
pics
photo.
at the moment, but we're allowed to talk about the car.
And I did the Allen test on the T5. Do you remember?
Yes, you did.
Hey, they didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah, exactly.
They were
there
very
was a couple
confused.
of Allens in there. Eh?
It was a 4 Allen boot.
Yeah, but that was obviously it's a 7-seater.
It is, yeah. But with in 5-seater mode. That
5-seater
was a
mode,
full-on 4 Allen boot on that thing. I mean,
Yeah, and that's huge
Yeah.
because Allen's quite big. Eh?
we're getting bigger with all the launches we've been on lately, right?
I'm looking at myself next to you. I look quite a bit bigger than you.
It's the camera angle.
Yeah, exactly. We'll just say that
Yeah,
anyway.
no, for sure. But Laurie, listen, for me, that was a bucket list trip.
Definitely. And, Jetour were very, very
They couldn't do more.
gracious. I mean, that fantastic team that led us, Nick
Hospitality,
Campbell
hosting, yeah.
and Sean as
Steinberg,
well.
yeah.
Steinberg, fantastic.
And no, I mean, they went out of their way. They looked after us like absolute kings.
Yeah.
I mean, the Ghost City was
No,
another
I know,
story.
that was another story. But I mean, we also did a nice workshop on the T1 and
Yes,
T2.
we did.
So, yeah, it was very participative, and I found that, that was quite informative for me.
Yeah. And then, of course, we went to the big event.
Yes.
Because don't forget, it was the whole travel worldwide.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, so they're pushing that.
They are.
That seems to be their sort of marketing slogan.
Well, what Jetour and the word and the second half of the name, tour, is they've decided the USP in the motor industry is touring and travel. So they've
it's all about the destination.
It's all about that and about the excitement and the adventure.
Absolutely.
And T1, T2, T5, oh boy, are they heading straight into that field.
Yeah.
And then there's still the T7.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Yeah, but sort of rounding it up, it was a great trip. You know, I don't know if I'm saying at this point, can't wait for the next one, but yeah, we'll see.
No, I'd like to do another. You know what, Laurie? Hats off to Jetour. Thanks so much.
Jetour. There we go.
See you next time.
See you next time.